Greetings, curious minds! Welcome to the Curious Culture Club, where we delve into the fascinating and sometimes bizarre corners of our world. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the labyrinth of conspiracy theories and popular culture, exploring the enigmatic concept of reptilian shapeshifters. These elusive entities have slithered their way into stories, myths, and minds across the globe. In today's episode, we're peeling back the layers of the reptilian shapeshifter myth. Buckle up, it's going to be an intriguing journey. To truly understand the reptilian shapeshifter myth, we must travel back in time to its origins. Our journey begins thousands of years ago in ancient civilizations like Egypt and Sumeria. Here, reptilian entities were often revered as deities, their images etched into stone, and their stories woven into the fabric of their cultures. The Sumerians, for instance, believed in the Anunnaki, a race of deities often depicted with reptilian features. From the sands of Egypt, let's turn the pages to the sacred texts of various religions. In the Bible, the serpent in the Garden of Eden is a well-known figure, while in Hindu mythology, the Nagas are half-human, half-serpent beings with mystical powers. These ancient beliefs have left a lasting impression on our collective psyche, shaping the modern myth of the reptilian shapeshifter. Over time, these revered deities and mythological creatures have morphed into a more sinister narrative, one of malevolent entities with the ability to disguise themselves as humans, manipulating society from the shadows. It's fascinating to observe how these ancient narratives have been reinterpreted and reshaped over the centuries, evolving to fit the fears and fascinations of each new era. As we can see, the myth of the reptilian shapeshifter has deep historical roots. But how has it evolved into the modern conspiracy theory we know today? Fast forward to the 21st century, and the reptilian shapeshifter myth has taken on a life of its own. From internet forums to late-night talk shows, accounts of alleged encounters and sightings of these fabled creatures are everywhere. Individuals share captivating stories of eerie encounters with humanoid figures, possessing serpentine eyes and skin that shifts like liquid metal. Yet, these accounts, while intriguing, often lack tangible proof. Grainy videos and blurred photos are presented as evidence, but these often raise more questions than they answer. It's not uncommon to find cases where ordinary phenomena are misinterpreted due to poor lighting or low-quality imaging. Enter the realm of science, which stands as a beacon of skepticism in this sea of speculation. Scientists point to psychological factors that may contribute to these perceived sightings. One such factor is pareidolia, a psychological phenomenon where the mind perceives a familiar pattern where none exists. For instance, seeing a face in the clouds or the man in the moon. When applied to the reptilian shapeshifter myth, pareidolia could explain why some people insist they've seen human features morph into something reptilian. It's our brain trying to make sense of the information it's processing, often resorting to familiar patterns or images. Other psychological factors could involve the power of suggestion. An individual primed with the idea of reptilian shapeshifters might be more likely to interpret ambiguous situations or individuals as evidence of their existence. Further skepticism arises from the lack of biological evidence. The concept of a human-reptile hybrid contradicts our understanding of evolutionary biology and genetics. There's also the question of why these supposed shapeshifters would choose to reveal themselves in such a conspicuous manner, given their alleged intent to remain hidden. While there's no denying the allure of these tales, the scientific community remains skeptical. But what fuels this enduring fascination with reptilian shapeshifters? In the face of such captivating myths, the power of critical thinking becomes paramount. It's easy to get swept up in the narrative of reptilian shapeshifters, but let's take a moment to consider the facts. Many of the supposed sightings can be explained by optical illusions, tricks of light, or even simple misunderstandings. As human beings, we're wired to see patterns and faces where there are none, a phenomenon known as pareidolia. Moreover, the prevalence of these stories in pop culture can sometimes blur the lines between reality and fiction. It's essential to remain skeptical and question the information we consume. By doing so, we can separate fact from fiction and reality from myth. As we unravel the reptilian shapeshifter myth, we're reminded of the power of skepticism and critical thinking. Stay curious, stay questioning, and remember, not everything that glitters is gold. Until next time, this is the Curious Culture Club signing off.